Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to show number 211 with yours truly, the Hippie Pastor. That would be me. Excuse me if I wear a mask. I'm in a public location and I don't want to catch the virus. As you may have noticed in the title of this show, it is true what I say. The second greatest proof of the existence of a creator, of God, of a designer of nature, and of the entire universe is eating and shitting. You heard correctly. Taking a shit and eating are the two, is number two greatest proof of the existence of a creator, of God, of a designer in wisdom. The first proof of the existence of God, as you might have noticed in an older show, is sex. Sex is the greatest proof of the existence of God. Multiplication is the name of the game. Pleasure and love. There you go. Now, think about it. I know the scientists don't want to think about it too much because they don't want to declare that there is a possibility of a designer and a creator and a God. They want to believe in this theory of that things just happen by accident without rhyme or reason. There is rhyme and there is reason in nature. From the tiniest microbe to the largest dinosaur, everybody eats and shits. We are all shitting and eating. Isn't that amazing? The upper hole in the mouth eats the food, delicious food, tasty food, beautiful food, and the lower hole in the butt and the anus, shits out the horrible, smelly caca, excrement. So isn't that amazing how that the food goes in the mouth and the entire digestive system goes to work, separating the minerals and the necessary vitamins and nutrients that are necessary for good health, especially if you eat good food, quality food. I'm not talking about junk food or all these cancerous ingredients which are being introduced into our foods for some reason. But I'm talking natural, good, healthy food, man, gets digested properly, and the entire system, the digestive system, the stomach and everything separates the good from the bad and throws out the bad, out the culo, the asshole. The asshole hopefully goes into a toilet and you flush it so nobody can smell. Courtesy flushes are cool too, When you're sitting on the toilet for a long time like me, just keep flushing. You don't want to smell up the whole house. So that's the beauty. It's magical. It works perfectly. The human body. The first proof of sex, how perfect and wonderful that is, and designed and intelligently with wisdom, and the whole digestive process of how we eat and expel the junk, the matter, the excrement, how the body does all that. And it's funny also how if you eat in a good spirit, with peace, with maybe in good company, with no stress, and relax and really enjoy your meal, then the digestion goes easier. It goes easier and nicer. That's why a lot of people like to have a glass of wine, a glass of brandy, a little tequila. Should I go on? With their meal to relax, get into a pleasant conversation maybe with the family, no cell phones allowed, and have a little fellowship and eat and enjoy your meal, and then it works better than if you eat in a hurry, in the stress, nervous, fighting, arguing. You might end up with a stomach ache. Isn't that funny how the whole entire human body reacts to all these different issues, positive, negative, good or bad. Not just humans. I mean, I do realize humans are the only irrational animals on the planet. But everybody goes through the same thing. Cockroaches. I see little tiny bits of shit, of cockroach shit sometimes in the floor. So they're going around eating and shitting and fucking too, The cockroaches, they have sex. And all the animals, all the insects, the flies, everybody's doing it. Eating, shitting, sleeping, and shagging, as some call it. Yeah, doing the nasty, right? So that's life, and that's the beauty of the great proof of the existence of a marvelous and wonderful designer, if I may say so. Now let us continue with the words of Jesus, which I'm here to introduce to you the true value, the true meaning of the words of Jesus, of which we have been brainwashed since tiny tots by the religious world. Jesus was not a religious man, he was a spiritual man. He did not believe in religion, he believed in love. The only religion of God is love. Okay, so right now we find ourselves in Mark chapter 10 and ready to read verse 34. Here goes, let the surfer of Galilee speak for himself. Here goes Jesus. Verse 34 of Mark chapter 10, King James Version. He's talking about himself. He's prophesying about what they're going to do to him for standing up for freedom of religion and freedom of speech and feminism and defending women's rights. That was Jesus. That was Jesus. And they shall mock him and shall scourge him and shall spit upon him and shall kill him, and the third day he shall rise again. Rise, my Lord, rise. He did rise. Okay, now two of the apostles, James and John, sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus. They wanted to ask him a favor. Lord, can you do us this favor? And he said, what would you that I do to you, or for you? They said, grant unto us that we may sit one on thy right hand, and the other on thy left hand, in thy glory. But Jesus said unto them, ye know not what ye ask. Can ye drink of the cup that I drink of, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They said unto him, we can. Jesus said unto them, ye shall indeed drink of the cup that I drink of, and with the baptism that I am baptized with, ye shall be baptized. But to sit on my right hand and on my left hand is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared. Wow, what an answer. So that was not too cool on their part. I think the mother was behind it. I think their mother put it, since Jesus was cool, they were chummy with Jesus, they were his homeboys. I think Mama of those two boys pushed him into trying to find a special place. Hey, they were Jewish too, The Jews, they believe that they're special, chosen people of God, which is the biggest lie in the history of humanity. The only special, chosen people of God is everybody. Everybody, the entire planet. Yellow, black, brown, white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. We're all the same. Israel has no favoritism with God. They created that idea themselves. And then the Christians followed suit. The Judeo-Christian culture where they consider themselves superior in that their religion will take them to heaven and everyone else is going to hell. Only God. I don't believe in hell. Okay? Hell is the absence of love. All right? The absence of truth in your life. There will be no eternal fire. That's just, they placed that in the Bible to scare people. To make them afraid. God is love. Thank you. Let us continue. Okay, and when the 10 heard it, because it was 12, right? The 12 apostles, 2 of them did that, and the other 10 heard it. They were much displeased with James and John. Of course. But Jesus called them to him and saith unto them, ye know that they which are accounted to rule over the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and their great ones exercise authority upon them. But it shall not be so among you, but whosoever will be great among you shall be your minister, and whosoever will be chief shall be the servant of all. For the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister, and to give his life a ransom for many. So you want to be great? Be a servant. Be useful. Do something to help others. And shut up. You don't talk about it. Do it. I love you. Be safe.